banging the microphone all over everything that I could find that I can get in its way. I think that we might be able to kick this off then here. Let's see here. Hopefully it starts. I didn't see it. I didn't see that it updated, and I usually have that off, so everything should be stable and just the way it was. Wait, well, only one way to find out. We're just going to be relaxing and doing a little modded gameplay this morning. At least until my coffee gets cold. Alright, let me see if I have the sound on over there. I can't tell sometimes here. Alright, it's loaded in. Man, I am so stacked up. I'm like, I was a little bit worried there for a minute. That was a long load. For me, anyway. I'm usually in within 5 to 15 seconds. Now, I do want to state right now that this formation that I have found here is natural. This is not modded. Me and my wife found this last night on just hanging out. She's on Xbox. I had to go downstairs to make sure that everything was fine and make sure that it was showing up for the Xbox, and it did. I almost didn't believe it myself because we've all seen a ring. We've all seen a square. Now, we've all might have seen a ring and a square, but have you seen two rings and squares back to back with a line down right here? Now I've got another spot that has one big pillar that has a split down it perfectly like that. But this is a split with a ring and a square and a ring and a square. It's just crazy. That is just crazy to me. Rings and squares. Who knew how excited I would get? And seriously, everybody go goo goo gaga over this right here, man. The build is, it's the build. I know it looks cool. Actually, no. I mean, this is kind of like a, would be my practice build for an idea that I have that I'm not going to throw out because it seems like I'll throw out an idea sometimes. Oh, gosh, who's that guy that did that before? I won't say his name either. It was my fault for yapping my mouth. So anyway, yeah, this is my Frontiers build, and I could care less about that. What's really cool is that formation that we found. Wicked sky looking there. The Sky Master that I am. And the Sky Masters that you are as well. See, I was flying around and I seen some double ones, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then I came over and I seen these ones were lined up, and I was like, damn, there's I was like, hold up a second. And then I seen the line down the middle of it, and I was like, no way. This one's got a split down it, man. They're like basically separated. They're not all the way separated through. On top, it's at least a few units down units. Because we got to measure everything in an imaginary number. But yeah, a couple of my Gex feet, at least. A Gek meter. And yeah, it's going to be some kind of mining settlement. Look at here's the crevice that runs straight down it right here. So there's a crevice naturally running all the way down it. They are barely kissing, and they're not even kissing. They're kissing on the bottom because they're a little bit lopsided here. I'll jump down here and you can see that it goes down about that far, which in itself is just amazing. I mean, we've all seen that, like I said, and we've all seen a ring, and we've all seen squares, but we haven't all seen this exact setup right here. This is a first for me in my many hours of the game. Sorry, I'm just on my mic, and I've got so many things going on, and I was killing my fan on my computer earlier, and never gave it a break. It never caught up. And it's a hot day. I got my fan screaming over here. Probably should go play it on the other PC, but it's whatever. I just picked up that thing last night, and I've seen them before, and I kind of been looking for one, you know, the rolled up twine balls, but this is that, I don't know, that weird tumbleweed looking thing. So I like it naturally. And I tell you what, I almost, and I'm still maybe thinking about doing it, like, because this looks like a, Scott in the group did the wagon build, and actually he's the one that called it. And I tell you what, he did this whole wagon thing in the Frontiers, and I mean, I know we were all thinking Frontiers, but who really knew that we were going back to 1890? I mean, I don't think anybody quite called it like that. I think we were thinking of more of some, you know, present day or future situation, so to speak. I don't know why we got wheelbarrows and fucking mixing concrete mixers up in here. Somebody want to tell me that? I mean, I guess you would need one, but I mean, I don't know, man. That was like grasping at straws, I feel like. Grasping at straws. Something that we've always wanted to do. Oh my god. So, in light of the whole Frontiers thing and in protest, you know, I make my own frontiers. And that, my friends, is Frontiers City. Everything above this and beyond this ring that you see Do not touch it and stay away. That's my real Simba. What would really happen? He's a steampunk geek. I am going downstairs from no one's watching. I'm gonna sit here right near because that's pretty interesting looking. So if someone comes back, you guys can chill there. If you're watching after the video, go get up and get yourself something to drink. Go take a pee or something, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's a live stream. That's what happens. All right, man, that break was brought to you by Air Fryer. Go buy an air fryer and be a snob to all your friends that don't have one. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Actually, one of my snobby friends with an air fryer bought me one, and now I have one. And I don't know, man. I guess if I'm by myself, I like the thing. But if I got the whole family over, I got to cook two servings at a time or something bigger. Just forget it. I don't know. I have a love-hate with the steam fryer too. Not as bad as No Man's Sky, but I mean, uh, I guess that's it. That's the end of my talk for the air fryer down there. It's a good air fryer. It's one of them bigger ones. They're like, I got you the big one. I'm like, shit, cool. I got a big ass air fryer now. I want one. Everybody's been looking down upon me like I was some peasant because I didn't have one for a long time, and then, bam, got one. I don't know. It stinks like a regular fryer, and that's my main thing. I don't like the smell. Makes me want to throw up, especially like after you fry something and then wake up in the morning and go downstairs and that's the garbage. Put that at the restaurant. Anyway, I'm after all that garbage talk, I'm air frying some popcorn shrimp down there. If anybody wants to know, and I'm gonna make some sauces too, man, because I have a culinary arts degree, believe it or not. Before I became a Sky Master, long time ago, before I was a mechanic. I went to culinary school. So me and Jack do some real cooking. That's why I got a little cooking with little Peter, man. That's Cooking with Little Peter show. That's dear and near to me. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that with that sky, too. That thing is beautiful looking, that sky. This is how the game should look right here, folks. It's beautiful. Actually running really good, too, and I have a solid, huge build over there. Fans are screaming, which is a little odd. I guess I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not doing a full monitor right now because this is not one of those screens. I can see it here. I got a fairly fairly big. I don't know, 3,000 pieces, I guess. I think it was in there. I think I had it at 6, and then I took off a section that stuck out here, and then I just slimmed off the bottom in Blender, and then shammed it in here. But we've got a... it's a 50. I'm hitting around 50, I would say, at the moment. It's dipping down and going, hitting 60, because I have it capped at 60 for my, my GC, so... Now, this is a concept build that is going on in my head right now, and we are kind of just running down here because, well, I found this cool area, and I said, you know what, maybe I'll just do some concept art in there while I've got it. But look at that split. This is just like the other split that I found on, I don't know, I have another video that's called a 2-pillar split, and this one takes the cake and just... You thought that one was cool. See how they're touching? So these pillars have a line running down, not all the way down, but all the way across that piece. And I'm a count that. You don't count that. So they're cubes. Let's get out of here. Let's go look at this and let's get this weather. Look at those clouds. He did such a great job. This is that's Red Moss's work back there. Look at that evilness, man. So rich. Little grainy on the clouds, but I guess he had to do some compromising. I mean, Hello Games does it. I mean, I'm not going to get mad at a modder for making it this beautiful and putting a little grain in there. If you add that much to it, then you can do it, and I'll say, hey, that's a smoke and mirrors trick that I can get behind. Now, this is natural. This is a natural formation, and it is in the game without mods. Me and my wife found it last night, and she's on Xbox and was just as amazed. So it is the weirdest land formation back to back. Gosh, I mean, I want to fly around now and see if there's any more anomalous things like this that I can find. I didn't even try. I seen like there was some doubles, and I came down. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I seen these perfectly lined up, and then I landed. I was like, oh, they have a split right down the middle of them. I'm like, ugh, put our base down. Let's mark it. Alright, let's go check out these pulse work mods here real quick and see what kind of trickery and benefits that he has to that. Oh, I love this thing. This is cute. Alright, let's go up in here. Storm clearing. Should I get out and explore for the 5 minutes that I get there? Anytime I find these really cool ones. If you guys look at the back of the backlog of my videos, man, the Jack and the Giant Beanstalk, go check that one out. Oh, we've all seen plants, we've all seen them, we've all seen... No, you haven't seen one like this. I'm telling you, man, I've seen them all too. And if I seen a video that said, you know, No Man's Sky Spire, biggest one ever, I'd be like, yeah, right, you know, I've seen them. Mine's the biggest. Yeah, this one says Jack and the Giant. I couldn't even call it the Spire, and I called it Jack and the Giant Beanstalk there because I figured then people would probably really look. And then you see it and you go, oh my goodness, it's gotta be modded. That ain't modded, man. Here, right on the other side. I'm going over to confirm it. Ghost sounding. I wonder if it's like, do I have on this one save, dude, do I have everything turned off, man? Multiplayer is disabled. Let's enable it. Is everybody gonna pop up now? And you prefer, I've got a solid 60 here. Oh, everybody's coming in now. Bring in the trouble. Let's see what you guys got, man. We just did a music video for those modders out there. You guys still don't have the bubble bat? That bubble bat's been dangling there forever, folks. Yo, you don't have the bubble bat yet. What is the date today? I've been in a coma or something? Am I in a dream? I have no idea. I'm sorry, guys, I don't have it. Oh, we got some new red ones that look really cool coming out here pretty soon. And all the other expedition stuff. So I have those in my my category, my catalog. Except for bubbles. You notice that?
Oh, no, we're part of the stuff. You just got bubbles on his backpack. Look at beautiful something real quick.
Oh, and there's supposed to be a toggle. Oh, it's nice to have a toggle of some sorts for a jetpack. Camera view. Slot multi-tool. There it is. Oh, look at that, man. Little Gek with no backpack. There we go. That's how you do it. He's chilling now, man. Oh, he's free. 7,000 pounds lighter. I do want one of those magical backpacks. It reminds me of the magicians that just keep on pulling stuff out or keep stuffing stuff in. Or a Harry Potter tent. I'll take one of those as well. If anybody has a link to any of those, please put that down in the description or in the comment sections. I want you to put something in my description. There you go. There, that sums up the whole stream. I'll sum it up. So we have presets, don't we? Did I save any presets on this one? I think I would have. There is a one. Hold on a second. Let's go to save to 3, and then go to this one. So they're the same. Doo-doo-doo. Maybe I just messed it up. I don't know. So we come out there and back out. So much lighter looking. Little Gek in his droopy drawers, man. Sagging down to the floor. It's a lot better like that though, you know? It's a little more comfortable. My traveling and grinding days are over, man. I don't need that jetpack backpack on me. What's it gonna look like when he flies? Oh. He's got bubbles coming out of his butt. We got one viewer, we got one lucky viewer right now. The honor. Now, I would wonder if anybody else sees it like that too. It's a pretty decent looking ship there. Gary 420, the wanted starship. It's not bad. It's not the cool, No, I actually like it. It's pretty cool. Alright, well that's fixed and good. Next is solid. This is good. Let's explore that crazy world out there. No sound from what? My audio? No audio at all? Oh boy, it's a tiny bit. I gotcha. Oh, let's get it up there. Boom, boom. Game I got back down, but it's hard for me to monitor. I see it on, I see the levels over there, and they jump. And I don't want the game levels too loud, so I try to not bury it or anything. Is that better over there? Daryl skipped to my loo. What's going on, man? Daryl skipped to my loo. You read the books, right? You're the lady that reads the books, aren't you? Correct? I do believe. I went over there and seen you read to children outside. You're outside and you read children's books, and I'm not sure if I remember if you read them or if you write those books or not. I'm very pleased by them. I really like that a lot. I was looking at your analytics and the maybe your hashtags and your sound settings too, like the outside, maybe like I don't know. I really like it. It's really cute, and I like it a lot. I like your channel. It stood out to me, and I hope that it grows. And definitely like a channel that I have on my radar for like maybe helping out. But your channel, your content is a little very nice, and I'm a little, I don't know, I'm a little edgy, and I don't want no, well, I don't want to be the person that represents your channel, because I think you have a great thing going on a total different level than I am. But it's very nice, and you're pleasing to look at, you're pleasing to listen to, and I like your story reading a lot. It's very cool. Sorry, everybody, I had to stop there because go check out her channel. It's really cool. For my grandkids, yes, I need a mic. Yeah, and I think you got a really good thing. And just put out something. That's what you got to do. You have to just put them out. Put those videos out, and and just remember. I don't know. I'd imagine. Oh, you're a kid channel, so you can't comment on it. That's probably the best thing. The internet. Yeah. Well, I don't have to tell you probably, but. And you got a nice thing going on, so you probably wouldn't go to that level of being like that, but I like your channel. I think it's really cool, and I get there's probably a lot of people that do it, but then you've got to do you have a personality, a face, and a look that can deliver that kind of vibe? And you do, so that's where I think those things fit in for you. And I think with the right kind of, I don't know, do you have TubeBuddy? That might be something that would help you out a lot too, because my analytics were looking at your keywords and how you do your, like, I don't know, do you write those books too as well? Because maybe you should lead in with just like, grandma's story time or something like that. Your title and then your hashtags and things like that, and then maybe go look at some Reddit pages, like I'm sure there's like spoken word and read book sites like that you can put your content out on, that would get you some traffic going over to that channel. I wouldn't rely on YouTube at this very moment to do all that traffic, so that is where that TubeBuddy might come in and help you. And then just, I'm not one of these ones that wants to get on like 16 different kinds of social media platforms. I'm a YouTube, Facebook, I Reddit. I kind of like Reddit, sort of. I don't tweet or Twitter at all. I don't Twitch, or any of the other ones. Discord, I think I want to try to get over there and learn it, but every time I do, it's a bad experience, so I just leave. And I don't really have the concentration of doing all these platforms anyway. It's a headache. Okay, so you don't write them to yourself. So I'll have to check YouTube. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's not that much. It's like $4, $5 or something like that. There's some other things that can help you too, but I would stick by that thing. I mean, the little bit of money that put in there, and then go and watch the YouTube creators videos. Now, you don't have to go in there and watch every single one of them, but as you're starting off, it's nice to get to know the rules. As you're starting to get bigger, or if you're planning to get bigger, then go through and read all those rules and regulations, and then YouTube will change them, and you'll have to read them again and all that good stuff. But I think a channel like yours doesn't really fall within those categories. I mean, you're reading to kids. You have no commenting. It's pretty cut and dry, as long as you're transparent. Maybe about reading. I don't know. I mean, books are meant to be read. I have no idea about reading. I do audio and stuff like that. So like I have a lot of things to worry about. I'll have to check too, but yeah, it's worth it. I think in your case, just from the analytics that I've seen, I think just from you doing the hashtags right and maybe properly naming your titles, and then figuring out your audience too. Like, and you can always go back and change these things. You can watch your analytics and say, hey, this didn't work, and maybe try 2 different versions of the same video and go, okay, so this one didn't work, and I can try something else. But always listen to your audience. Don't try the sub for sub stuff. Just get out there and do it, man. You're such a likable person, and you read well, and you're fun to listen to. I think that'll happen. You just need to get out there. And heck, it's lasted on me, and I will spread the word. I remembered your channel. As soon as I seen your name over there, Skip to My Lulu, I was like, oh, I could see you outside in the garden reading a book. Right in my head, vividly. So that tells you right there that you're doing something good, or you have something of value. So thank you. Thank you for stopping by, too. You also like No Man's Sky as well, so that is very cool as well. I have a cool lady that reads books for kids, and she loves No Man's Sky. Cool lady, that's all I can say. And we're just checking out. I'm looking at skies. I'm looking at performances, as always. The beginning of the stream, we had a very weird land formation where there was, you can see those rings in the background. Well, there's a ring instead of a square, cube, and then there's 2 back-to-back with little pieces running down the, gap running down the middle, so they're not actually all the way touching. Oh, there's so many cool family stories too, like that. I love it, man. Bringing families together. I've seen memorials put up. I've done different, like face mosaics for people, including the guy that made the game as well. But it's really neat. We have some friends online. I don't know if you're on the Facebook group. The Facebook group, No Man's Sky Facebook group. And then there's the community. The Facebook group is the one that I really, really like. It's ran by Martin Didex, and I think I said that last name right, but he runs the channel very well. And it's mostly nice. I mean, it's as nice as you can have a channel be. The moderators do their job. If anything really gets out of line, it's dealt with. But it's a really nice group. If you haven't seen it, I would check it out. But I love the stories being brought together. We have a pair of people in there that met on this game, and they were friends of mine, and I kind of want to say I would like to, I don't know, maybe not, but I want to say, like, I was kind of there to watch them get together, and it was kind of neat. They met, and they started hanging out, and they were playing long distance, and then the next thing you know, he flew down there, and then he's asking me for, like, these game sound pieces so he can make a ring box, and she can open it up, and it has sounds from the game. Oh, man, this is a heart-wrenching story that just makes you just sob inside. A love story for No Man's Sky that will be timeless. But yeah, I guess they're getting married and everything now. Yeah, cute, right? No Man's Sky love story. That's the No Man's Sky love story ever told. Yeah, it's a nice, good bunch of people over there. For the most part. I mean, you do have your bad apples, and the group is definitely good. What's your favorite galaxy? Do you jump over to Isdorjung? That is my favorite. That's what I'm in right now. I live and hang out and reside in this galaxy. And do you play on console or PC? I play on everything. My wife has the Xbox S downstairs, and I play mostly on the PC, but I do like cross-referencing and checking and hopping around with the Xbox sometimes because it's convenient. Yeah, man, gaming, I tell you. I'm not even a big gamer. I got a really good PC for doing editing and things like that, and I was like, I'm not even gonna put a game on there. Um, I, I'm a little older. I'm not a grandpa yet, but I've always had a childhood dream of wanting to go to space, and I think like a lot of us did. And now that we can jump on here and I can be a space traveler, and and I can love it. And I can tell you, everything else is, all I want the game is to run smooth, and I want it to run smooth for everybody. And I tell you one thing I can do, I can sit right here, just like this, the way I'm doing right now, and just watch the sky change colors, man. Daniel, skip to my, okay, you see one of my daughters married. I've been there, not been there yet. I play on PC. Okay. Well, there's some good modding and things out there. Excuse me. Now, I was afraid of modding and using the save editor and everything else because I put so much time and effort into the game, and I was scared of that. And I was kind of maybe sort of in the same boat to where, I thought maybe it was cheating a little bit. I didn't really care. I'm not like one of those people. But I definitely was scared of these save editors and doing anything modding with this game. And when Next dropped, I don't know if you remember when Next dropped, there was that glitch where if you went into your freighter and jumped out of your ship, that you just went in between the walls and it was pretty much game over for you. Unless you had friends in the game. And right then, I've always been a lone wolf. I still am a lone wolf. I don't play multiplayer too much unless I really, really, really like you. I will go to the trouble of doing multiplayer. But yeah, I'm trying to read over there. I lost my train of thought there. I'm looking at these colors. They're so nice. Red Moss does such a great job with these color changes. The planet is beautiful. Yeah, I tell you what, I'll piggyback you over if you want to Isdorjung. And I'm going to tell you something about Isdorjung. It has the highest percentage of just about anything cool. Unless you like dead stuff. Which, I don't know, I guess there's some people out there. And I appreciate a dead moon. And that's one thing, I like to build on a dead moon. And so in Isdorjung, I have a hard time finding a dead moon. A dead moon is like a lush, perfect planet in Isdorjung. But you can even on the Wikipedia, you can see it. I think a lot of people miss it. It's it's down at the bottom of one of the prints. It says that Isdorjung has the highest percentage of lush planets, and the highest percentage to yellow star systems. So that is something that's just overlooked by the whole community. I don't know why Isdorjung is not the Eisentam galaxy. But I don't mind it. I like that it's kind of quiet over here and nobody's around. I'll take it. This area is just absolutely stunning and beautiful. Yes, well, you need to understand the mods and how the game mods work. Okay, so Sean Murray and Hello Games love modders, and they love the fact that they go in there and push the game to the limits. It's almost like them having other developers do some work for them. And some of the modders, things that they have done, I think, have been implemented into the game, and they have been kind of fixes. I don't know if they reach out to these people or not, or they just seen what they did with their code, because basically you're messing with their code. Anything that you do with their code belongs to them anyway. So they might see that and use the mod and be like, there's our fix. Joe Blob 627 fixed it for us. And there's the fix. And I could see a small developing team doing that. And as a modder, and some of these modders, I think maybe they know that. Definitely in the beginning, I've seen some fixes. And definitely like Charlie Banks, you know, like the save editor and the Blender add-on was built just to fix the botched building mechanics. And then as soon as that was done, guess what happened? The building mechanics were fixed within the game. You know, I'm not gonna credit Charlie Banks for that, but I'll credit Charlie Banks for going through all that work and fixing it before they did. You know, that guy is cool. I think about him more than Sean when I get on the game. So that water is gorgeous. It is. Yeah, I'm just appreciating the. I mean, we can just sit here and just watch those reflections and everything. I have to get out to get. It's kind of weird graphics here. So if I touch the water, all of a sudden everything gets still. It's still got a little waviness, but then I get out and then we. Where am I at? I don't know. Maybe it is the same. That just might be me, folks. It's my first day. Take it easy on me. All right. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I could just sit here and just watch this. And this is where the real art is for me. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm doing nothing crazy. Just doing some planet hopping in my little hopper. Gorgeous colors. Absolutely gorgeous colors. Alright, what's next up on the list here? Skeletal, I don't know. I'm probably going to pass on that one. Alright, so we're in Isidorjung, and since we were just talking about finding lush systems, so maybe we'll just I'll talk about how I find them. And let's look at our starship here and make sure that we have. I am in creative, folks, so because that's the only way I want to be able to enjoy the game at the moment. I will wait for the next few patches to come through and everything to stabilize, and then we will go back to playing this glorious game the way Sean intended. All he had to do was just come out and say it. He didn't have to do the googly eyes. That's all I'm saying. Just have some marketing strategies here. Okie dokie. So now that that's done, okay, so when I'm going to look for systems or anything, I think those items there are a must on your ship. And then you need there's a thing called the conflict scanner. Get that on there too. And this enables you to see all this information in the map that you normally wouldn't be able to see. So you can get the best amount of information at a glance before you go jumping in. That doesn't really help you find the lush system, but it does help you find. It gives you more information. It helps you find whatever you're looking for. It just helps you. Do it. Or don't. Alright, so now I can go Emerald. Did I not install it or whatever? Jeez, man. I almost want to get my other ship here now. It's the wrong thing, Sky Masters. You installed the wrong thing. It's my first day, folks. That's why the Master's plural. I was talking about you guys. Alright, so Emerald. Let's keep that on. I put some weird, I'm worse than a noob sometimes, I tell ya. Alright, here we go. Because this is new. I just got this one from the consumer mod by Winter TP. It opens up all the Twitch drops and all the things that you cannot go back and get. All those little cute little emblems and stuff. Plus all the new things that nobody else has yet. It's a mod by Winter TP. Very easy to do. You go grab all your stuff, take the mod off, and then run away. Your game will be just fine. With that being said, let's jump into the map. So when I'm looking for, let's say, so we're in Isidorjung, and let's just say we want to find some lush planets. I'm going to go look at yellow star systems, and I'm going to click on it, and it's got a few. Let's get one with a bunch of planets. That's filled up, right? 2 moons, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's filled up. Let's go here. So there's going to be, oh my gosh, I tell you, it probably won't be just because I said it, but there's a high likely chance that there's going to be at least 1 or 2, maybe 3. There's got to be at least 1. At least 1. I'll freak out. I'll freak out right now and eat a shoe. Right live on stream. Like, no, you won't. There's definitely not going to be one now. There's a shoe next to me, so I guess we can do that. This could happen. Come on. Get your stuff together there. Hostile ships in range. Oh my goodness. Why are you harassing me? I'm hanging out with my friend. Stop harassing me. I hate coming into these battles, and it has to be during a live stream, right? I haven't done anything to it except for what you guys are doing. So I was actually concerned about looking very bad here. I was like, man, I might look really bad to these folks. Probably still looking pretty bad, that's my issue. Alright, where's he? Stuck in there? Yeah, see, what's he just gonna sit there like that so I can shoot the ship? Ooh, those explosions are so Alright, I didn't look bad there. I made it out. The ship is actually pretty nice. This is that Twitch drop ship. I don't know whose Twitch thingy it is. I don't know. I would never know it even existed. I see them in the files, and I was like, man, we're getting like custom ships. And then I like started talking to people, and I'm like, oh no, man, that's Twitch drops. I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't like make a video. Yeah, like, oh, check this out, guys. Coming straight from Sky Masters. I'll be like one of the other content creators. I just data mined this stuff. No one's ever seen it before. I wouldn't have done that, but I think the thought would have probably crossed my mind probably at some point. I'll just fly them around and tell you how to get them so we can all go nana and a boo-boo. I'd like to see a tropical moon. It would be really cool. Humid, there we go. So there's number 1. And it's a moon. And humid's pretty decent. I think I have a really good chance of finding, before they made the change. Petrified. Let's go over here to the moon first. So this here is going to be very nice. Made a very good views from over here, eh? Cool. Obviously, I live up in near Yooper country here. I'm not a Yooper myself, but I know quite a few of them. Hanging out with them quite long enough. Scottish, my accent. We just start intermingling and going into continental and all kinds of stuff. I'm working on it. Alright, so the whole no rain thing is out of there. Humid is humid. We got us a nice little spot with a view. Let's check out and see what red moss does with these colors here. The red moss is definitely, hands down, I think the best, longest, and most consistent modder out there right now. I have such a love for red moss. Whoever they are, I love that person, or them, or they, or how many people they may be. It's a good team. They're so quick and concise on it. They dropped off for a little bit around Frontiers, and then boom, the day before Frontiers dropped, they had released their mod, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird. And then boom, it was fixed. A lot of mods fixed here right now, and it's looking really rich over there. And don't just hit the go to the Nexus mod tab and just go and see the new mods. You need to hit the update tab and see the mods that are updated by last date updated. Also, you need to make a oh, that's the mail lady. What's going on? It's Sherry. I used to fix their trucks. Sherry, she's been doing it for a long time, folks. She's our mail lady. She's out there. Give her a big round of applause. Delivering the mail. Doing it in rain or shine out there. That lady is so cool. Another lady that is really cool. And I like working on those trucks. 4-cylinder, solid piece of American ingenuity right there. Back before we started making things that just broke, so people had to rebuy them over and over again. Well, I'm not impressed with the human planet after all that talk, but there was one, and then we haven't even scanned the other one. So that's scanning 3. We got 3 more to scan. But I said there would be 1, at least. So I can sleep tonight. These walls are weird, all shiny and get little gag. See my little bubbles? They're cute. They're not very pronounced though. I would like to see them a little more out there myself. Let's get a different ship. I didn't like getting I felt a little uncomfortable out there. This is another Twitch drop ship. I got all 3 of the ones that I liked last night because I figured that mod is going to break. So again, it is Winter TP's mod. Consumerism is the name of it. Go grab that mod, go grab all this stuff, and then take the mod off and live your happy life. You will have no regrets. Let's check out this planet. Let's see if we can get 2 in there, alright? Let's get 2. Oh, I thought I was gonna freeze up on you folks. It looked pretty bad there for a moment. Oh, look at those guns, man. Those are special guns. Those are nice. Paradise Planet. There you go. So there's number 2. There's a number Paradise Planet right there. And this is I don't have, there's no mod right now that makes, I mean, you're not changing that. You can change generation of like how it looks and how dense it is down there on the planet, but I'm not generating Paradise Planet out of my, you know what's and you know where's. I'm going to keep it very nice because we got Skip to My Lou in here. And I am not going to dare say any kind of bad words around my nice lady over here. Go check out her stuff and go have your kids get a book read to them. It's cool. I'm going to get harassed on the way over here, I think. Is that a little faster? I don't think there was a pulse warp mod in there. I might have to go see if I can stack on Bodhi's pulse warp mod. Bodhi's got a pulse warp mod that just kills it too. It's instantly, and now these things get done all the time, and everybody's done one. But he has made it to where you hear that like that click. It goes 1, 2, 3, and then you start pulsing. His is instant, and then you hit the back button, and then boom, it stops. You hit the forward button, boom, it goes. Instant on-off pulse warp modding. It's a little intense to get used to, but I tell you what, the benefits of that are just crazy. You're thinking, oh man, instant on-off, big whoop. No, think about it for a minute. Think about it. Instant on-off. Plus he gives you the options of 3 times, 6 times, or 8 times, or something like that. I think he's the one that does that anyway. I suggested it to him last time we talked. And I think he was putting in a modifier file to that. These colors are looking great on this Paradise Planet. Now that is some mod stuff. So the skies come in 3 different flavors. There is a dusk, there's a night, and then there is a day color palette. And each one of those has 3, or no, each one of those 3 has like, oh my gosh, I think 7 different colors of how it blends. There's a color for the top side of the clouds. There's a color for the bottom side of the clouds. There's a color for the aura kind of thing. There's a low color, a medium color, and a high color. And then you mix all these colors together, and then those colors blend in together from the main 3. So there's a lot going on with some, like, it's weird. It's a weird thing to watch. And now that you understand it like that, you're going to watch these skies in a whole different way. Like, watch the whole thing. They're listening to me like, no wonder that. Now we know why you have so many hours into the game. This guy here. I'd say, I was going to say, it's kind of a decent looking ship, man. Yeah, what am I riding in right now? I'm gonna change out one of my my uglies. Oh no! Oh, the little yellow thing. Oh, it's yellow. How do I have that? Oh, that's it because I was modding. That's yeah, that was probably something else. Yellow. I think the international color is scared. All right, so we're gonna do a trade out here real quick. What was his name? I don't know. Ooh, that's a mean look. Oh, that's vicious. That's a vicious looking Viking right there. I'm intrigued and sort of, I don't know. I might go out on a date. We'll see. Let me see what they want for the starship here. Negotiate to the sea. Oh yeah, that looks like a good deal to me. Let's take our tritium over. Do we need anything else? Oh, let's take the bobbleheads. Oh, I can't. I can dismantle it though, huh? Ah. Carbon-based life forms. I'll take those little thingies, huh? Alright, doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and exchange that out, because that looks like a good deal to me. And, oh no. Yeah, the last thing they said to me was, don't call me, I'll call you. Alright. So we will not be going on a second date. But they've got that ugly yellow ship, and I'm running away in this little thing, so I think we've done pretty decent. Maybe I should do like a, oh, that's a great idea. I have to write this down, folks. Hold on a second. I always have a great idea during one of these streams. What's that show? All right, it's the dating game. All right, the Geck dating game. Geck number one. Geck number one. Suppose I've just created myself. How would you clean it? Like, how would you clean it up? You know, a newly Geck. How well does another? That would be hard to do. It's really hard to do. Have like skits with a whole lot of dialogue. I can make the people kind of talk, but it's very what's that art style called? Somebody called me the other day, and I had to look it up, and it learned me something, but I can't remember it, so I can regurgitate it and sound smart. So it is called something that's like simplistic style. Adult Swim, if you will. I'm one over here. All right, so there was 2. Can we get another one? What is this guy over here? So we did have one perfect one, a fiery planet. That looks kind of cool. We're gonna go over there and check that out here in a minute. I think this should be the last one that we have to scan. Stay frosty, my friends. Hold on a second. Let's see. Oh, well, let's see. Life happens, and I need to go. I just got a, what's going on, Robust Roo? Chillin'. I have to leave right now because there's no buses running. And my son texted me and says that I need to leave. So I can get back on here in a little bit. I live in the middle of nowhere in a small town, so it is not going to take me long. Hello? Yeah, I'm just getting everything on right now, man. That was for a whole nother stream. That was a commercial for another page, folks. Disregard that. Disregard that. I'm sorry. Skip to my Lou was not supposed to see anything like that. I hope she was looking away. I probably just gonna leave the thing running because I'm gonna take 5 minutes to go down there and pick my son up, man, and then I'll be back. Um, yeah, yeah, I'll be back on a little bit. I'm gonna put my my little sign on there. It'll probably be like 7 or 10 minutes, if that. whatever it is that they gotta do.